What's up, guys? This your boy The Wiz. I'm just came back to DC. Been off for a while. I came back and all types of new stuff is out. So definitely glad to be back. I like it, love it a lot. It's new content is definitely they're moving DC in the right direction. All the updates that are coming, I definitely am super excited about these updates that are coming. So I'm glad to be back on DC. If you do know me, if you don't know me, I'm on the hero side. Um, I've been on the hero side, leveling up this character for I don't know how long. I've been on this game for a long time. I've been on and off this game for a very long time, way before 2015. So 2015 is just the title that I got. So I mean, I've been around DC for a super long time. Some people know me, some people don't, and some people hate on me. So I mean, there's all types of people out there in the DC community. But I right now I am Munitions, obviously. I just switched from Rage. I was Rage earlier, and Rage definitely a fun DPS power. Don't get me wrong, but for this content, it's a little bit way too risky for me whenever I'm trying to do, good damage and good consistent damage. So, switched to Munitions. I could have picked a lot of other powers, but I like Munitions. Munitions is a fun power for me. I like it a lot, and it's just fun, consistent damage, and I'm not really shooting for like the crazy numbers on the scoreboard or anything like that. I don't really not really into DPS competitions anymore. Just kind of grew out of it. So I'm just on playing for fun, running content, and making sure we get the content done. So if you're wanting to sit there and DPS comp and not get beat, go ahead and switch to the good old power of gadgets and go precision based. That is the most OP power that is out right now, and it is pretty broken. Precision based, dual wield for long range, and then do bow for close range. That is definitely the meta right now. I cringe when I say that because it's just a terrible way that they have this, damage now, and it's just annoying, but it's whatever. So gadgets is definitely the best DPS power right now. Um, so if you are one of those scoreboard chasers and you're wanting to max out your damage, not get beat, go gadgets, master that precision rotation, and you will not get beat. I'm telling you right now. As long as you stay up and you position yourself well with gadgets and you learn that rotation to freaking a science, you will not get beat at all. So I'm not into that anymore, and I don't feel like going all crazy like that anymore. And scoreboard chasing just it literally causes way too much drama, and it's annoying. So I am not gonna be doing that. So I came to Munitions. I could have gone gadgets. I used to be gadgets. I used to do it, and it's just not what I want to do anymore on DC. I just want to play for fun. So if you're new to DC, grind those skill points out, grind those feats that that you're doing. Feats are the only thing that matters. Don't worry about trying to get your CR up crazy fast. Go for those feats as much as you can. Feats are what basically separates you from other players. You get to put more skill points into abilities that give you more stats. You get to do a lot of stuff when it comes to like skill points. So grind out those skill points, grind out those feats. There's a lot more to DC than you think. Trust me, I know. I started late when it came to that. And when I say late, I probably mean like maybe 2012, 2013, somewhere around that time. Like I didn't really know what the heck feats were. So it's definitely a good thing to start on if you are new to DC. Just wanted to throw that out there. As for the rotation I'm going to be showing you, this is a gadget, or this is a munitions rotation. The one that I have right now, it was from my old video that I made about a year ago. This honestly still does pretty good damage when it comes down to it. The damage is not bad at all. It is really good damage. It's consistent damage, and that's what I like about it. So I just wanted to show you that damage, and just so you can see that there's not just one loadout that does good damage. There's multiple loadouts that you can run with munitions that do really good damage. So this is the one that I used a long time ago, and I'm going to show you now. Shrapnel grenade, rail guns, 50 cal, chain gun, and then just repeat. We'll wait for the second parser to hit. First one's not going to be too good, but the second one usually is around like 32k. Let's see if I can get it right on the dot. Holy moly, almost 33k. So 32,933. I'm telling you, it's super consistent. It is probably the most consistent rotation that I've ran, to be honest. Like, it's always 32k constantly, almost. Right after that first parser, when all the crits settle and it's all just accumulating hits right after that, you'll be getting consistent 32ks, 33ks. The highest I've gotten was like a 34k. So it's really good with damage. For the loadout I'm going to be running, it is going to be the shrapnel AoE. I have flak AoE too, which is the flak cannon that I have, and I'm kind of testing the two right now. But first I'm going to be showing you the shrapnel AoE. Not going to be showing you the flak AoE, just because, I mean, it's too much in a video. But the shrapnel AoE is the one that I'm going to be using, and I'll be using the flak one sometimes, but I'm just going to be comparing the two myself. But this is the one that I'm going to be showing you. So shrapnel AoE, I'll show you my gear. Gear is not where I want it to be. Artifacts are not where I want them to be. And that's just how it is. Weapon right now is dual wield. You can, if you're using the old rotation that I use, it's actually a pretty good rotation to use the rifle with, because you can phantom tap with the rifle and use that in between, like just tap triangle in between the powers that you do, and it's definitely pretty good. So I'm not doing that right now. I might do it whenever I get maxed out in gear and stuff like that. That's whenever I'll probably do it, but as of right now, not really worried about it. So hands, max damage, deadly block. I'm gonna go quick through these. Restorative chain, core strength, accelerated mini nuke, and then supercharged big gun. Right now I'm gonna use big gun just because I think big gun's gonna be pretty good in this content. So that's what I'm gonna use for right now. Let me show you my stats. Stats, 34,869 might. That is base might. So again, not where I want it to be. It is terrible stats. I'm over here CR 265, and I still have lower stats than people when they were coming out of the last content. So I mean, it's just like, I'm not good when it comes to the might. My augments are not maxed out yet. My adaptive augments, like I said, aren't maxed out. My origin augments are not maxed out, so I'm missing a lot of might. And that definitely fluctuates your damage. So some people, they might be like, oh gosh, you know, I'm hitting 40Ks with that. Well, if you have all your stuff maxed out, you have all your artifacts maxed out, your augments maxed out, you're gonna be hitting harder regardless. So again, that's the thing. If you have your skill points all maxed out and you have all that in the might and power, you're going to be hitting a lot harder. But as of right now, this is the max that I can hit. So you got me beat there. But I'm just showing you the damage between the two. Between the two rotations, the two loadouts. So that's just what I got to deal with until I get it all figured out. As the rotation goes, it goes, let me go ahead and pull up my robot sidekick. So it goes mini nuke, shrapnel, chain gun, and then rail guns back into mini nuke. So that's how it'll go. And this is just it off the rip. So see, 30k on one. I'm not going to have enough to do the next one. So I mean, it probably, more than likely, it would have gone up a lot more as well. So it probably would have hit around like 35k, but I ran out of power. So like I said, I mean, when it comes to power usage, I personally feel like my first rotation is definitely the better one, just because power usage, it's not that much. But with this one, as long as you have a troll, you should be good. Like if I'm getting 24k on the first initial on my other rotation, I'm getting 30k on the initial on this one, more than likely it's going to go up to around like 36 to 37k on the next one, just because like your parsers increase after each rotation that you do. That's just how it looks on my end. Like, I mean, whenever I'm doing my rotations, it always seems to like increase when it comes to the second rotation that you do. So that's the rotation right now. Feel free to comment, to let me know if you have any, you know, better rotations, if you have a loadout that you think does better damage. But as of right now, I'm not going to do a single target rotation just because I don't have my artifacts maxed out. I got to get my heat vision right. So it's just, I'm not going to worry about doing a single target until I get my appropriate like stuff when it comes to showing you guys, you know, a good loadout. But for right now, that's what I got. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe. I'll be doing a lot of different powers, more than likely. I'll be switching a lot. I do it all the time whenever I come back to DC. I just like testing and seeing different powers, which ones I like the most. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys. I appreciate it.